Yes, sir, back at it again, back at it again tonight, man. You know what time it is. Late night time, man, level 14 right now, man. Finna get it in, man. Got me a split rolled up, you know. Get it in, man, me and these charges, man. Coming out from Arizona playbook, man. These sauce, man, Arizona playbook. A good quarterback. Can't stop it. Always kick first.
Straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's out wide for Palmer. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Going right at you, Doug.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Herbert now. He'll buy some time right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Chargers 0.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13-yard gain brings up third and a yard.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 8.
Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And some room to maneuver. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throw, Goff.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once more, here's Eckler. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Setting up to throw on 1st down.
And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. We have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Play your 10. Play your 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some
open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the
touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Carter, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back.
Up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Carter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Williams, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd? And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 59 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
And oh, it's blocked. The Lions pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just standing.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
On first down, gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they go with Swift again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Herbert throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Goff now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have
And this is intercepted. And that now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflict.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in the NFL game. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2000.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Brock Wright,
39 yards.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
One last throw here for Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as